Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is November 16th, 2017. Buy and hold, strong hand. All right, this is a special show, a morning show, afternoon show for the European audience and very early in the morning for the East Coast audience. I'm calling all my shows the One Bitcoin Show now. They're not going to have that format where it's just one topic, but we're just going to call them that. I'd like to name the One Bitcoin Show. And then on Fridays, we're going to have This Week in Bitcoin. And of course, this Friday, Juan Galt will be on, and Crypto Medici and BTC Benny from the BTC sessions. That's going to be 4:30 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, which is tomorrow. I'll probably have another show today, Thursday, so tune in later today. This is a special show as there's so much to talk about. Yesterday's show was a really long show. It was normal at first, but then I did a question and answer for over an hour. And I don't like how those shows turn out. I just, people ask all sorts of questions and they get very much off topic. A lot of people like that. I used to do Ask Me Anythings the first of every month, but again, they got wild just like yesterday. So some people really like that. It's not really my style. There's got to be a better way to make it just a tighter show. So, I mean, a lot of people are saying, some people said, hey, it's your best show ever, Adam. I don't think it's my best show ever. So if you like, again, if you haven't watched yesterday's show yet, because it's less than 14 hours ago I did it, I don't even know. It's going to get, I mean, some people are going to want to turn it off before the questions stop. So there's a little warning for the people. And there's some adult subjects, and I'd like to keep it clean. I didn't curse, but there were some subjects that were not beyond Bitcoin. So anyway, that was yesterday's show. Check it out. I didn't even put it in the link section yet. I probably will after this show. All right. And of course, this Sunday here in Beersheba, Israel, at 7 p.m., I'm going to go to a Bitcoin event at Blender. I don't even know exactly where that is yet, but it's in Beersheba. If you're in Israel, I'll hang out with you on Sunday. All right, so let's start with some of the news that's been popping up here. A person contacted me, clearly, and I think an Asian person, perhaps from China, about Bitcoin X or Bitcoin 2M or Bitcoin 2X. I linked to everything below. This person or entity is trying to continue the 2X hard fork and basically says he's going to fork it tomorrow or today or the next day, around then. And I give this guy credit. Well, first of all, he's added a twist to the 2X fork. It's going to have replay protection. He's going to have GPU mining, and there's going to be a pre-mine to pay the developers. All right, and I give this guy credit because he reached out over on Twitter, and follow me on Twitter, people, at TechBalt, TechBalt. You get updates throughout the day. It's awesome. I mean, Twitter's cool, man, and I'm going to talk about Twitter later. But my feed is if you like up to the minute news, follow it, check it out all the time. But this person was smart enough to copy Jimmy Song and me on a recent tweet, which informed me about this situation. So I have said a few times, if you're starting a crypto dividend, then tell me about it. Well, this guy did. So he knows who I am, whoever this person is or a group of people are. So again, let's simplify it. Someone is trying to do the 2X hard fork. And so if he's successful, we're all going to get his coins. And he says that if you go to the site, again, it's linked to below, and the Twitter is linked to below. Let me give you, it's bitcoin2m.org. Okay, so all these different names for it. I mean, it's getting a little crazy, but it's just one. And again, if you hold Bitcoin, this is Another thing you might be getting if they actually go through with this, it seems pretty legitimate. I'm bringing it up. Let's wait and see. Let's see if it really happens. You check it out yourself. You decide. Pound that like button, people, for these earlier shows, or for 2 shows a day. If you like 2 shows a day, I'm not going to promise there's going to be a second show today. I'm going to try my best. I'm about to go running in a few minutes. All right. So another big announcement on the Trezor blog, on their blog under, and I link to this below. In their Bgold update section, it says we have successfully synchronized our Bgold backend server and are now steps away from releasing full support. Bgold will be included in the next firmware update after the implementation is thoroughly tested by our team. All right, so that's pretty big news there. They're going to make it easy, it seems like. We're going to be able to split our Bgold, our Bitcoin on there. So be patient. If you have your Bitcoin on Trezor, like I've been talking about for a long time, buy your Trezor at my affiliate link below, or go to cryptohwwallet.com or use my affiliate link for that below. Plenty of discounts for shirts like this at Crypto-Graffiti below. And the link, always check out the link section, people. Very important. So yeah, Trezor is doing a great service. Trezor is stepping up to the plate in terms of crypto dividends. They made the Bcash thing easy. Hey, if you're listening, Trezor, get into this trend, man. Make it easy for all the crypto dividends that I talk about on this channel. And people will buy your device. It will make your device worth that much more, because people want easy solutions, and you guys are on the way for producing a pretty easy solution for Bgold, and you did it for Bcash. I know you can do it. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're taking advantage of a good situation here. All right. So what else do we have here? Oh, a tweet by me that you should retweet. And this is about Bclashic. They call it Bitcoin Classic, which is the continuation of the original Bcash. So they have mined 2 blocks at least. Now I'm waiting for a 3rd block to be mined here, people. Keep your chain alive, the original Bcash chain alive. But if it all works out, if you're a holder of Bcash, you're going to get some of this Bclashic also. Now let me read what I wrote and what you should tweet out, because we as the communities, whatever you're a community member you're a member of whatever community you're a member of. You want people who hold Bcash to get a crypto dividend. Why not let them feel the joy of a crypto dividend? There are plenty of Bitcoin holders who have Bcash who haven't gotten around to splitting it yet or whatever. And it's cool for Bitcoin to have a grandchild. All right, so this is what I said. The Bitcoin community wants to help get Bclashic into the people's hands. Bclashic, can you suggest one exchange and one wallet provider that we can target? Once one jumps on the Bclashic train, the others will follow. Bitcoin social media people want to help the cause. All right, so yeah. Bitcoin social media people like me, content producers, whatever you want to call us. Yeah, we want to spread. We like this kind of thing. This is fun, and a lot of people are getting into this for trolling reasons or whatever. Whatever. The more altcoins out. The more crypto dividends, the better. The more crypto dividend. Again, and this is a crypto dividend for Bcash, but it's just an interesting ecosystem here we're getting into. It encourages more people to form altcoins this unique way, and it makes holding that much more lucrative for the holders. I mean, holding is great. Now, what did I say there? The ultimate sign of the 80%. What am I talking about? Clearly, this coin. Okay. Someone asked me, well, you should buy. Are you going to buy this coin? I'm like, no. The 80% are going to buy this coin. Even if the coin has no purpose, people are going to buy it. That's the way this space works now. The cryptocurrency space, the 80% buy anything. So create it and they will come, and we will hold and we will benefit. We are holders and thus get the free crypto dividend that the 80% are going to buy. I don't even see what my notes are saying here. All right, pound that like button. Jack Dorsey of Twitter got me thinking. Apparently he likes Bitcoin, or he likes cryptocurrency. And maybe one day, wealthy businesses, listen to that out there. There's a cop with a loudspeaker. Even in Israel, they have cops with loudspeakers. That's really loud. Anyway, Jack, maybe one day some of these wealthy businesses like Twitter, who kind of admire Bitcoin from afar and maybe don't want to incorporate Bitcoin, they will just fork off their own version of Bitcoin. They have the money to hire developers and to maintain this kind of thing. It's not a cheap thing to do. And I think we might see this in the future, because let's say Twitter forked off of Bitcoin, a Twitter coin. So everyone who held Bitcoin, you would get this Twitter coin. And so it's a great way to distribute your new coin and to get people to try out this new innovation on your product. I don't know what the Twitter coin would do on Twitter. It would incentivize people not to spam or incentivize people to tweet more, but it would definitely make Twitter, it would be a huge news event. People want to monetize Twitter. Well, this is a very unique way to monetize Twitter. And so it would benefit Bitcoin, it would benefit Twitter, and of course it would benefit the holders. So we'll see if that happens. Now, in that same subject matter, I started thinking, right now, if they wanted to use Bitcoin for microtransactions on Twitter for whatever reason, and I did a video about this a long time ago. It might have been in 2015 or 2016, how Twitter should get involved with Bitcoin. Well, at that time, Bitcoin was a lot cheaper, but for microtransactions now, because of all the Bitcoin's too expensive. It hasn't perfected the microtransaction aspect of itself. Bitcoin, we all know that. So obviously, they could start their own cryptocurrency, or like I just suggested, by forking off of Bitcoin. But something else that could happen, and you got to keep in mind here, someone like King of the Trolls could start to lobby a company like Twitter that's considering using a cryptocurrency to use Bcash. That's the way to go if you want to incorporate microtransactions, or you want to incorporate buying coffee or whatever. Because again, Bcash is quite centralized. They have some key players that lobby for them, that market for them. And so I bring all this up because I feel the next big, possibly the next big FUD event could involve a major company picking Bcash over Bitcoin for some reason. And for small transactions, it will involve that. That'll be the reasons. And King of the Trolls and all the dudes over there will ramp it up in terms of publicizing this move. And well, first of all, they will encourage this move. They will arrange this move. I mean, it's a free market. He can do what he wants to do. People at Bcash can do what they want to do. They can go reach out to big companies like Twitter and say, pick us, here's our plan, incorporate us, we're going to market it, we're going to spread the word, and also wink wink, we're going to pump the price then too. So the hardcore so if that actually something like that happened, you can expect some hardcore dumping of Bitcoin at that time. If a company picks Bcash over a big company. I mean, I don't mean some little whatever. There's been little one, like the social media company that competes with Steam, that one that picked Bcash. Now that's minor. That's nothing. That guy's nothing. I mean, he went to Washington University in St. Louis. That's nice. Like me, that's a redeeming quality of the dude. But other than that, but yeah. So stay tuned. for some type of FUD like this, eventually, you never know when it can happen. You're going to have a strong hand when you hear a company like Twitter has selected Bcash over Bitcoin. You just got to, go on with the life and not your life, and not panic when the people, some Bcash people, start dumping their Bitcoin when that news is announced. All right. On that like button, long-term thinking, people, and that could be next week, that could be next month, that could be next year. It's just something I was thinking about, and something we're all going to have to consider, because that'll be the latest end of the world scenario for Bitcoin. Because we keep encountering these end of the world scenarios where Bcash is about to take over Bitcoin, or Ethereum. That was the beginning of the year. Ethereum is going to be the next. There's going to be a flippening. All these end of the world scenarios happen all the time in cryptocurrency. It's the flavor of the month end of the world scenario. Which one's next? All right, just have a strong hand. All right, so going back to the Bcash pump that recently happened. Now we're going through the Bcash dump, because it's still negatively correlated with when Bitcoin goes up, Bcash goes down. So Bcash hasn't solved that problem yet. Eventually, they're going to get in tune with Bitcoin. Where Bitcoin goes up, they're going to go up too. That's the end game, I think, because they're not going to be able to beat Bitcoin. They're not. Maybe they'll keep trying for a while, but eventually. Anyway, my point is, though, that the Bcash pump it looks like it was successful, because numerically, let me explain something real quick. Just based on numbers, if you were a Bcash holder back then, not back then, on November the 8th, back then, before the pump, this seems like a long time ago, but November the 8th, one Bcash was worth 0.08 BTC, and Bitcoin was around $7,400. And now today, Bitcoin is around $7,400, and one Bcash is worth about 0.13 or 0.14 Bitcoin. So the combined Bitcoin Bcash price is higher than it was previously, but the Bitcoin price is the same. So Bcash has gained value in terms of Bitcoin, and Bcash knows very well you value your wealth in Bitcoin. So this pump worked. It worked. If you were holding Bcash November 8th and you're still holding the same amount of Bcash, it's worth more now. That's the way it is. And if you hold everything, there's some people again that haven't split their Bcash away. I mean, now you've got your Bgold also. If you're just a holder of everything and you just don't touch your Bitcoin at all, you don't split it, your wealth in terms of Bitcoin has increased since all this since everything has happened in the last week. Now if you bought during the pump, oh dude, you got rocked. And that's why I say don't buy something that you can get for free. You don't waste your BTC on something like this, even though, since last week, since November the 8th, it has gone up in value in terms of BTC. No, don't even try it, dudes. You hold your BTC because you're getting all these crypto. You don't even know what crypto dividends next around the corner. Where the 2x one's coming. Obviously the Bgold is now going to be made easier to get from the Bgold is great, because it's about long term. It's about being patient and not being impulsive with your Bgold, because it isn't easy to get your Bgold yet. Trezor is about to make it easy. CoinMarketCap is eventually going to list it. People they don't even realize it exists yet. All of a sudden, they're going to wake up one morning, see it in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap, and the 80% just going to start buying and be like, what is this? And then the holders can start dumping if they want to, or even hold longer. All right. So again, just, we talk about people say there's no free lunch, but in the land of abundance of cryptocurrency, the value of Bitcoin and its crypto dividends is worth more than one Bitcoin was worth before all these crypto dividends came around. So Bitcore, finally, the final thought of the day is Bitcore. Bitcore is an airdrop crypto dividend. It is not a fork of Bitcoin. But man, it's like $40 all of a sudden. So it must be tempting. It's going to be tempting for people to use their Bitcoin private key to get their Bitcore. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not a fun thing to do. I don't like exposing my private key, so I'm not doing it yet. But again, who is pumping the Bitcore? I think people like that if you hold Bitcore, they give you interest on your Bitcore in Bitcore. But I just wanted to mention that because other people are going to be mentioning it too. Andy Hoffman is keeping an eye on that. He emails me about that sometimes. Andy Hoffman loves the crypto dividends. He knows what holding is all about. But again, with Bitcore, you don't rush into this type of thing. There's no time limit on it. You can do it in 2019. You can do it in strong hand 2020. Who knows? And I wish Bitcore good luck. I hope it does go up. Look, I hope it becomes $500 because, no, we don't value our wealth in dollars. Excuse me. I hope it becomes 0.03 Bitcoin, so I can get a lot of the. Again, if you had Bitcoin on November 2nd, you get 0.5 Bitcore for every Bitcoin. If you go over and use their mechanism to extract the Bitcore from your Bitcoin, which I cannot say I recommend yet because it involves private keys. I don't want people playing around with their private keys. There's a lot of people who watch this show who are, probably most people who watch this show can make really bad mistakes, and it's just not worth it at $40 or whatever. Anyway, pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. Hopefully, I'll do a video a little bit later in the day. If not, watch This Week in Bitcoin tomorrow on this very channel at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you later. Bye-bye.